and welcome to another awesome episode
I missed this.
of IVM Likes.
I missed
Can we get an applause going?
Yeah.
An applause going. Woo! We made it. And Zalak is now my co-host again. The memories.
Yes.
A lot of online Zoom calls and StreamYard recordings with Zalak due to the pandemic. I'm your host, Antariksh, joined by my co-host. I'm one of the co-hosts. Joined by my co-host, Snayhil and Antariksh, and Zalak Shah is back on the pod. Hello, Zalak.
Hi.
And also joining us at the bus moment.
Yeah, I'm here as well. He breathes quite loudly, the sound engineer says.
Really? You get that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
What's up? I
Abbas
missed this.
Drakaris.
Yeah.
Dakaris.
Yeah. We were talking about the singer Abba before this. And why the name isn't Abba.
Who Snayhil was not aware of for some reason.
भाई 1970
Or why is
के
it?
Can judge
My
him.
question is, why is it Abbas?
Because they couldn't find a band member with the names S, with the letter whose name started with S.
अरे मेरे को बता देते.
Wait, is
You
Abba,
didn't even
is-
know about them until 5 minutes
It's
back.
initials of the band member, first
I did not.
letter
I
of
had
the
no
band
idea.
members.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if Snayhil was a part of it.
Exactly. मेरे को बुला लेते.
Exactly.
Only if.
Abbas.
मैं ऐसा करता मैं ओ करके बन जाता बैंड.
Yeah.
प्रकर्षण नहीं percussion.
Percussion.
Pradarshon.
Percussion नहीं होता. Percussion. Okay. Zalak, you're joining us after a while. How long has it been? Like a month at least?
At
More than
least
a
a month.
month, I
More than a month.
Probably
I
more than a
guess.
month, right?
More.
You are not in the production team anymore. You are
Yes.
now part of
Not.
our video team.
Yes,
Oh.
finally.
Wow. What is that like? Do you get to watch videos all day?
Yes, I do.
Like
I
just-
also do a lot of YouTube like
But
Abbas
videos.
does.
Oh.
For
okay,
research
wow.
purposes
Yes.
though.
For research.
We only
for-
do
In
it
one
for
sentence,
research.
she rattled out both herself and Abbas. I do YouTube. Oh, like Abbas does. I'm not the only one who's doing this, guys. Relax.
I'm not the only one wasting time
Yes.
in office.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all of
I don't
us.
think
dude.
it's waste.
The amount of time we waste in the office all day, I could get twice as much done working from home, which is not true, but prove me wrong. Let us work from home.
Yes.
अंतरिक्ष midway realized कि office
Yeah,
podcast ही है.
But Antariksh, you leave for home already by like 3 p.m. So
Yeah.
in a
Yeah,
way-
that's not true.
That is true.
I leave
You
at
left at
6.
12 yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was a special day. I had 100
Acha.
fever, okay,
which
guys.
is still better than
Thanks
Snayhil.
for your acknowledgement of my fever having.
It's getting old now. Like in the beginning, we were
Get a new
concerned.
gimmick, Antariksh. You can't be the fever guy forever.
Forever, yeah.
हर डेढ़ हफ्ते में I think guys I'm not feeling well.
Yeah. But
मैं एक हफ्ते के work from home पे
I still went home and worked and completed some shit because that's how dedicated I am.
Lovely how you yourself were hesitating and saying
Yeah, struggling to find the word dedication.
Nothing. Dedication is a difficult word to remember. Okay, and that was the problem with that sentence. Not that I'm lying, guys. Starting off this episode, are we friends? Would we call each other friends or just colleagues and acquaintances?
अच्छा जस्ट फॉर कॉन्टेक्स्ट सडनली अंतरिक्ष ये सवाल इसलिए पूछ रहा है क्योंकि दिस पॉडकास्ट इज ऑन फ्रेंडशिप्स डे.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was a given.
Yeah.
It's the title of the episode.
Listener will be like, why is he sorting out these
It's
issues
the title of the
on mic?
Nobody is clicking on the
Exactly.
podcast and then be like, oh, but I don't know what they're talking about today. It's obviously Friendship Day, guys. Relax.
I would highly suggest you guys to watch the video version of this episode as well.
Oh.
Yeah, correct. It's all my act
Plugging
outs
her
and all.
department.
प्लगिंग हर डिपार्टमेंट
Yes.
नाउ बिकॉज
Of
नंबर्स
course,
आएंगे.
video.
Nice.
No, can I give a hot take on this question?
Yes.
I think
the hot take is no, we're not friends.
not exactly, but it's like the people you work with are the people you see
The
the
most.
most.
in a
Yeah.
given day, like
Yeah.
8 to 9 hours of
More than
your
your
time.
parents. I say family.
Parents तो
More than my
मतलब
parents.
2 साल से नहीं देखा उनका बुक.
क्या गंदा बच्चा है
What a
ये.
great son. Yes.
But
Spoken like
yeah, so
someone who cares.
In like indirectly, you are more aware of the lives of your colleagues than you are of people you call your quote unquote friends. So in a way, yeah.
So in a way, they're family.
But
They're closer than
I
family.
knew you before we started working together. I knew you as
You
a
got
comic.
me the job.
I got
You
you the
asshole.
job. Yes. Sorry for giving you employment and wealth.
But I remember.
Are you sure about wealth, Abbas?
I take that back.
But yes, we have known each other for a while.
Yeah, but
And
like
we have some
Snayhil
good
or Zalak, I've only known for like 3 months.
Yeah.
But
हो गए 3 महीने आपको है.
हाँ मैंने मई में ज्वाइन किया था.
Wow, Snayhil he joined before you?
Yeah.
Joined back. Abbas.
But yeah, now I feel like I know these people. I see these people more than I see my friends.
Snayhil definitely notices you, like, because just before this.
Whoa,
No, because Snehil's like a big retort to something you had said earlier was, yeah, agar headphone nikaloge to pata chalega na. So he's like, he notices everything, huh? Like he'll like say things like, हाँ jacket से बाहर निकलोगे तो पता चलेगा. Just like stuff like that, okay? Like just taunts which are just there. Always.
Can I share something? So last night Snehil messaged me कि tomorrow 11:30 we are recording.
Did he say,
I'm like,
भाई आप कल ऑफिस आ रहे हो?
something along those
मैंने तुम
lines.
तीनों को साथ में मैसेज किया और तीनों को
Hi,
अलग
sorry
अलग
for
लैंग्वेज
being
में.
झलक को भाई बुलाया, भाई आप कल ऑफिस आ रहे हो?
वैसे तो बहुत पोलाइटली बात की,
बहुत
मुझे मैसेज किया, सॉरी
Always polite.
if this is
Snail is always
late.
polite, yeah.
Like no,
No,
look,
but
it's 11:30.
he made it
So
unnecessarily
chill.
emotional. Okay, so then he hadn't come to office for 2 days.
Yes.
So I replied
यार
back
आपकी
saying,
बड़ी याद आ रही है.
listen, I was like, अरे तू अब तक नौकरी है तेरी? तू 2 दिन से ऑफिस नहीं आया, मुझे लगा तूने छोड़ दी. And then there was a pause. Okay, I could see 3 times Snehil typing.
Thinking of different responses.
And then came a reply. जब चला जाऊंगा ना तो आपको याद आएगा कि एक बंदा हुआ करता था. What? There was no need for this.
Wow, great.
Then clearly you're friends.
Yeah. So I would say yes.
Yeah, we're friends.
To some extent, for the purposes of the recording of this episode of IVM Likes,
Yes.
we
For
are
sure.
friends.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about being friends and our
Not
other
yet
friends.
family, though.
And not yet family. More acquaintance friendship, not family friendship yet. We'll get
sure.
there. But all that is coming up on this episode. Friendship Day, friendship bands. Did we ever talk about friendship
Yeah,
bands?
let's talk about it.
All this coming up after this very short break. So please stay tuned. And we're back talking about friends and friendship day. We established before the break that we are friends. I finally can say I have 3 friends.
When you have to keep saying it, Antariksh.
I should just
हम दोस्त
the entire
हैं.
episode we should just say this the entire time. So each time a person says it, it diminishes the effect of being friends. So hey friends.
Hi.
Were you ever in the culture of the friendship band?
Of course,
Yes.
bro. Of course.
Dude, I used to get very jealous because I would have friends who would have their and they would show this off, their entire hand up to their shoulders. One of them like even had like both hands taken with friendship band. I'm like, how many? We don't have enough people in the class.
I don't know that many people.
Yeah.
तो मेरी क्लास में एक लड़का था, वो घर से ना चेन वाले ब्रेसलेट्स लेकर आता था फ्रेंडशिप्स डे पे. ठीक है, वो
expensive.
हाँ,
महंगे
वाले, ठीक है, गोल्डन सिल्वर ऐसे करके लेकर आता था. एंड देन
उनमें फ्रेंड्स लिखा होता था.
नहीं वो सीधा वो अपने वो सलमान भाई टाइप जैसे ब्रेसलेट्स है ना, वो लेकर आता था. एंड वी वर लाइक कि भाई अपन तो वो लिव स्ट्रॉन्ग वाले आते थे, याद है वो अपन वो लेके घूम रहे होते थे. वो लाता था चेन वाले बैंड्स. तो सबको होता था कि उसका फ्रेंडशिप बैंड चाहिए. तो जिस दिन सबको पता था ना कि हाँ ये फ्रेंडशिप डे आने वाला है, एक हफ्ते बाद ये
Hey buddy, how have you been? I haven't talked to you in the last 355 days.
वो चेन वाले बैंड लेकर आएगा. तो हमें वो वाला 15 रुपए का मिल रहा है, बाहर जाके खरीद सकते हैं.
तुझे मिला कभी?
हाँ ब्रो.
क्योंकि संभाल के रखा है. Oh, is that the one you're still wearing? Oh, no. You do look like you are always wearing friendship bands to some extent, Snehil.
This actually is a friendship band.
Oh, because that's a Friends TV show ka band.
That's Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's Michael Jackson. Okay, that looked like the.
Chashma change
But he died, bro.
Huh?
But he died. Why
Yeah,
did he?
bro.
Also, he wasn't your friend.
And if he was, then well,
you were into
I would.
questionable things. Yes.
Yeah. But were you? Did you have people in class who would go and give the friendship band to the teacher?
Yeah, bro.
And it would be so awkward.
Yeah.
Of
Because
course.
now I know that, oh shit, now I'll have to offer the teacher a friendship band. और मैं 10 ही लाया हूँ, you know. I did future
even
plan
I
and
used to
shit.
count.
Yeah, I used to count like I have like this friend.
Yeah.
कोई बचे तो बच्चे कुछ लोगों को दे देंगे.
Yeah.
You know?
ब्रो एक वो होता है ना कि आपकी स्कूल में ऐसा 1-2 ऐसी सुंदर टीचर्स होती हैं जिसके ऊपर सब पूरा स्कूल क्रश कर रहा होता है.
Yeah.
Drawing teacher.
तो सबसे ज्यादा फ्रेंडशिप बैंड्स उन्हीं 2 टीचरों के पास. Every guy would go to that teacher and
the rest of the teachers are just getting complexes like fuck, nobody thinks that we were friendly.
No, but
like,
there was one teacher, not one, multiple teachers who would just outright refuse it. Saying, excuse me, I'm not your friend.
They would take it away.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't happen with us.
Friendship bands are not allowed.
We had human teachers.
मेरे स्कूल में एक जो क्लास टीचर थी जिसकी जो बहुत सुंदर थी. तो क्या अब ना ब्रेक के जस्ट
Can you make that sentence more sexist?
इसमें सेक्सिस्ट क्या था?
He's just being appreciative.
वो बहुत सुंदर थी टीचर. जैसे आप बहुत स्मार्ट हो.
Okay, so not true.
अब मुझे सुंदरता पे डाउट हो रहा है.
So not true. Okay, fair.
तो अब पता है, अब फ्रेंडशिप डे आया तो सारे उसके पास जाके उसको फ्रेंडशिप बैंड दे रहे हैं. और ब्रेक के जस्ट रिसेस होता था ना, उसके जस्ट बाद. और मेरा मैथ्स का पीरियड था और हम लोग बैठ गए, जिन्होंने नहीं देने थे फ्रेंडशिप बैंड वो आगे बैठ गए. एंड धीरे धीरे हर 2 मिनट में एक बच्चा आ रहा है ब्रेक के बाद. तो टीचर गॉट पिस्ड. तो शी इज लाइक, आधी क्लास जब आधी ज्यादा भर गई तो शी इज लाइक, आ गए सारे, आई नो तुम उस क्लास के आगे लाइन क्यों आगे खड़े रहते हो रिसेस के बाद, बट मैथ्स भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, फ्यूचर तुम्हारा इससे बनेगा.
What did that teacher teach?
वो हमारी टीचर ही नहीं थी. वो तो किसी दूसरे
बस क्रश था तुम्हें.
बस क्रश था. हाँ, that was like, मतलब पता हर टीचर को.
I think all teachers know that there's one hot teacher in the school.
I mean, how can you not? They have eyes.
And there were also, especially in co-ed schools, if a girl came and tied you a friendship band, then other boys were like, तेरे को पता है ना, लड़की अगर लड़के पे ऐसे धागे पे हाथ पे धागा बांधे तो क्या मतलब होता है, अब तू उसका भाई बन गया है.
What?
कौन से स्कूल में?
What trolling? What next level of
कौन से स्कूल में हो रहा है?
So I remember at one point I had given up on buying friendship bands because I was like, dude,
I don't have friends.
I would just take rolls of ribbon and tie it around, person, cut it. This is a friendship band.
That's very cost effective.
Yeah, it is. Because even I've done this, and what I used to do is I used to take those ribbons and जो मेरे close friends थे, what I used to do is write their names with pen or marker on that ribbon and tie it so that customized. And then there was this one point where I got bored of friendship bands and ribbons and all that, so I bought rings. It's very cute.
Friendship rings.
Yeah, it has friend written on it, essay.
Oh. It says friend.
Friend only.
That's the only one I have.
अगर on top of your head आपका कोई ऐसा best friend है जो आपका हमेशा partner in crime रहा हो, बस इतना ही सवाल था.
You want me to say the name or something?
हाँ, मतलब
like, I have a friend.
Why not? Is he on the run
from the cops? Verma,
अगर वो छुप नहीं रहा है पुलिस से.
If you're listening, Siddharth Verma, get in touch. We haven't talked in a while. No, he's one of my closest friends, and some of the wildest, craziest things. He was always the guy I would. I used to always be the ruckus maker in the class because always cracking jokes and making other people laugh and all. Surprisingly, I know. But because of that, we would always be made to sit in the back of the class. Okay, we would disturb the class when you're in the front, you go sit at the back. So teachers don't realize backbenchers just have more freedom to be louder and more obnoxious.
Teachers do that for their convenience.
Yeah, I don't want to acknowledge
whoever is making ruckus will be at the back, so this area will be free.
So he was literally my partner in crime. We would get punished together and go to the washroom together and all that.
Wow. Punished together और दूसरा जो बताया example, go to washroom together.
After every lecture we would go to the washroom.
Punished together is a trademark. Like if one of you gets punished, then you want to join your friend outside, then you would deliberately so that the teacher will be go join your friend outside.
मस्त है.
Once out of a class of 35, 17 of us got punished because we got punished for being late to a physics lecture because we were all playing basketball for half an hour into the lecture.
Oh.
Okay, and so our punishment was that you can't participate. We were practicing for our sports day. Okay? And the teacher said, no, now you can't participate in the sports day only. You 17 of you can't participate in the sports day.
Basketball, you will need 10 people, 5 on each team. Why were 17 of you playing basketball?
Reserves भी थे.
We didn't want to go to the physics lecture.
Okay.
And so we couldn't play. And that was it. forgot what the point of the story was. I was going to make another connection.
This just became a punishment podcast
Yeah, I just forgot
for
about
2
it.
minutes.
अब्बास भाई आपका जो जमाना याद हो आपको.
लात मारूंगा यार.
Can you tell us
हमारे
about the
जमाने में जब झाड़ के नीचे पड़ा करते थे हम.
what were the 1700s like?
Amazing. They would chain you for punishment.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you did get chain friendship then.
When I was in school, video games were a new like addition in our
this
lives.
is true.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? तो मेरे टाइम पे भी न्यू ही था.
So there was one a new student who had taken admission. He'd come from the Gulf. So matlab he was relatively a little more well off than us, and he had a Sega console which none of us had. तो वो ना वो games की बातें किया करता था बहुत कि ऐसा Mario and Sonic was the Sega game.
Correct.
तो उसके जोश में आके फिर मैंने भी ले लिया कि मैं भी लूंगा Sega का game. So then we weirdly became like video game buddies, where we would just only talk about video games with each other and piss off everybody else because they're like, you're talking about things we don't have. so that was our
मेरे क्लास में एक बच्चा था, उसने ना उस टाइम PSP आया था नया, तो उसने PSP लिया और एनुअल डे पे वो PSP ले आया स्कूल में.
Bad idea.
और भाई नहीं तो PSP लेकर आया एंड देन पूरी क्लास के आगे शो ऑफ कर रहा है कि PSP है, उसके ऊपर वो WWE का कोई गेम खेल रहा है एंड सब जेलस हो गए रखे हैं कि भाई ये क्या है जो ऐसा चल रहा है. टीचर आती है आगे कहती है कि हे यहाँ पे ये क्यों मतलब सारे ऐसा हाँ क्या हो रहा है. तो ही इज लाइक एवरीबडी इज लाइक मैम ये देखो वो देखो. कह रही दिखाओ प्रिंसिपल के पास. PSP उसका दिखाओ के चक्कर में कहती वो लेट मी सी एंड देन टुक इट टू द प्रिंसिपल. उस बेचारे का जो आधे घंटे का फेम था और उसके बाद जो पूरे दिन के रोने में बदला.
Teachers are damn.
आई डोंट थिंक उसको 12th तक भी वो PSP वापस मिला. वो वो गया कॉन्फिस्केट. 9th में कॉन्फिस्केट हुआ था.
I'll tell you a story from my boarding school. It is very loosely along the same
boarding
lines.
school? I
was in boarding school for 2 years.
Okay.
9th and 10th standard. I was in Panchgani at a school called Sanjeevan Vidyalay.
Okay.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Very would be like, माँ क्या इतना बुरा हूँ मैं माँ.
So in boarding school, we weren't allowed to keep phones, as you can imagine, right? Phones are not allowed. And what would happen is, so I was in 9th standard, my brother was in 11th standard in the same boarding school. So he had a phone with him, which he used to hide in his cupboard and all, and get it out at night if we want to call home or something. We need something sent to us from home, we would call at night or whatever. And Diwali holidays were approaching. So a friend of mine, Ankit Gundecha, I can say his name. Ankit Gundecha wanted to make a call to his dad because at first he had thought, no, I'll stay back for the 15-day Diwali vacation. I'll just stay back in the boarding school only. I don't feel like going back home. But then he changed his mind. He wanted his dad to book a ticket to Bombay from Panchgani. So he, at like 1 o'clock at night, he comes to my brother and me. We're talking to our mother, and he says, "Hey, can I make a call to my dad?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." He makes a call to his dad. His dad don't pick up. Okay. He calls twice or thrice more. Dad still doesn't pick up. He finally sends a text message. Okay, "Hey dad, this is Ankit. Call me back ASAP when you see this." Okay. And whatever, like this is 2 o'clock at night, the dad is not picking up, probably asleep or something. So like we also went to sleep, went to our dormitories, went back to sleep. At 6 in the morning, at 5 in the morning, we are woken up by our dorm door being bashed open by our headmaster Pandey sir. Okay, he comes in, "Ankit Gundecha, get out here right now." Okay, Ankit is like freaked out, like I don't know what happened. Like already, boarding school teachers hit. We got hit a lot in boarding school. So like Ankit is probably thinking, like, dude, what did I do 5 o'clock in the morning? I don't want to get hit, you know. So Ankit Gundecha, get out here right now. Ankit goes out slowly, okay, and comes back in 2 minutes and tells me, dude, so my dad called the principal because he freaked out thinking my son has been kidnapped. Because sends a message, okay, "Hey, call me back ASAP, this is urgent," and then doesn't pick up the call for the rest of the night. Where did he get the phone? How did my son have a phone with him anyway? Okay, so dad freaked out, calls out the principal. The principal like, "Dude, what the right?" And we got into a lot of trouble, as you can imagine. But then friends are friends. And I still talk to the guy. Gunde, you're still out there somewhere.
ये ऐसा जो रायता फैला देते ना घर वाले कभी
Dude, terrible. That's one of the worst things ever, dude.
अरे जब तुम्हें मालूम
हमारा
है
फोन भी गया, dude. हमारा फोन गया.
जब तुम्हें मालूम है कि बोर्डिंग स्कूल में अलाउड नहीं है, एक तुम्हारे बच्चे ने कहीं से तुम्हें मैसेज कर दिया है, तुम काहे प्रिंसिपल को फोन करके बताओगे कि देखो मेरे बच्चे के पास ना फोन है.
He freaked out, dude. He freaked out. He thought his son has been
Yeah,
kidnapped.
but he
or
thought
something.
his son has been kidnapped, dude.
Or something.
अरे पर फोन भी तो गया ना फिर बाद में.
Yeah,
तो
that's
जान भी तो होनी चाहिए ना फोन पे बात करने के
But he
लिए.
could have made it like very sly.
हाँ
Like,
कि
मुझे
मेरे बेटे से मेरी बात करा दो मेरे को। हाँ एक तो बाप लोग को सीआईडी दिखाओ पहले यार, कैसे कैसे ऐसा स्लाई होना।
Yeah.
Did you have anything like that where you got in trouble together as friends and all?
Bro,
Yes.
always. So there's this friend of mine, कशिश करके एक मेरा दोस्त है, and मेरी जितनी I have all the stupid ideas जो मैं उसके सामने ऐसा प्लांट करता हूँ, and वो पहले मुझे 10 गालियाँ देगा कि क्या आइडिया है, ये है वो है, एंड देन फोन काट देगा, फिर 5 मिनट बाद फोन करके बोलेगा करना है क्या सच में। So once what happened was we were बीबर का कॉन्सर्ट होना था मुंबई में।
किसका?
बीबर का कॉन्सर्ट होना था मुंबई में। रिमेंबर मुंबई में
just 2 years ago.
जस्टिन बीबर का कॉन्सर्ट हुआ था। It was 2016, yes. It was 2016. Yes, yeah, DY Patil Stadium. So what happened was मेरे एग्जाम्स चल रहे थे and I wanted to attend बीबर का कॉन्सर्ट। उस टाइम पे पर्पस आई थी, एल्बम नहीं है, and I think पर्पस is one of the best albums.
We don't need your critical lens on this. Guy who doesn't know ABBA promoting Bieber music.
So anyway, so I called Kashish. I was like, चलना है क्या?
But Kashish is a guy.
Yeah, bro.
Usually it's a girl's name, right?
कोई नहीं.
Okay. Never mind.
इस बारे में ये touchy topic है.
Don't let Abbas bring you down.
I have a similar story.
You're a manly man.
But we'll come to that.
ठीक है. So I called him and I'm like, bro, चलना है क्या? कहता है पागल है क्या? मुंबई में एग्जाम चल रहे हैं, ये है वो है।
अच्छा तू दिल्ली में था?
हाँ मैं दिल्ली में था।
ओके हाँ।
टिकट्स कितने के थे यार?
4,500।
Oh, that's not bad.
ठीक है। So I was like,
cheaper than Lollapalooza.
Yeah, चलना है, ये चलना है, वो चलना है। He abuses out of me and then he cuts the call and then we meet for an exam and he's like, तू सच में चलने को कह रहा था क्या? हमने हाँ चलते हैं ना। कहता घर पे क्या बोलेगा? मैं कहा वो देख लेंगे, क्या करना है। तो हमने टिकट बुक करा ली, हम सब रेडी हैं, पैकिंग वैकिंग कर ली। अब घर पे पता नहीं क्या बोलना।
Wait. In college, you had money to book a flight.
हाँ मैं फ्रीलांस करता, अरे फ्रीलांस करता था मैं, ठीक है, हार्ड अर्न्ड मनी तो जो मैंने बीबर पे खर्ची, बट नहीं। सो मैंने अपने दोस्तों को बोला इस लाइक हम छोड़ाएंगे एयरपोर्ट एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट। तो घर पे आई टोल्ड कि मैं अपने एक दोस्त के घर जा रहा हूँ और मैं एक हफ्ता उसी घर रुकूंगा बिकॉज ग्रुप स्टडी, क्योंकि हमारा जो पेपर है वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है।
Don't tell me your parents fell for it.
Of course they did.
Bro, they did actually. So what happened was
parents want to believe their child is very studious.
A week of group study.
A week of group study. I was like, I'll go there. So my dad was like, okay. So सब सॉर्ट है, टिकट विकेट बुक है और मैं फ्लाइट लेके निकल गया एयरपोर्ट पे, फ्लाइट लेकर आया, इधर आया, कॉन्सर्ट अटेंड किया। नेक्स्ट डे आईपीएल का मैच था।
You know what would be hilarious? If NDTV is reporting on Justin Bieber and Snayhil is blasting in the background. We are doing group study.
Just उसके ना अगले दिन आईपीएल का मैच था।
So you literally got down at the airport and went straight for the concert.
Went straight for the concert. तो हम लोग अगले दिन आईपीएल का मैच था तो अपन आईपीएल देखने चले गए। स्टेडियम में पापा का फोन आया जो मुझसे मिस हो गया।
हाँ उन्होंने सोचा तू किडनैप हो गया।
नहीं नो। सो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज वो कट हो गया और वो मैडम जो थी वो मराठी में बोल पड़ी। जिस नंबर को आप संपर्क करना चाह रहे हैं वो अभी फोन नहीं ले पा रहे, वो व्यस्त है बोल दी। ठीक है, अब वो व्यस्त है बोली और मेरा बाप कह रहा कड़का दूंगा मैं, ये व्यस्त है कहाँ बोल रही है। He did his research in like 5-7 minutes and I called my dad. He उन्होंने फोन काट दिया। And then I called my mom again and I'm like, what happened? He's like, he got to know. And
your mom knew?
Yeah, my mom knew. They're like, he got to know and now you're gonna
face the consequences.
Yeah, face the consequences.
But wait, your mom was already knew. She knew that you were going to
she didn't tell his dad.
So nobody told my dad. Na, that was the point.
I mean, but the mom at the end came here, okay, I knew, I let him go, and that's it.
नहीं.
I don't think it works.
मेरे घर के dynamics थोड़े से अलग
Someone was talking about being sexist a couple of minutes ago. मम्मी को लेना चाहिए तब ले.
I'm empowering the woman in this relationship.
So the all thing that happened was my dad got to know that I went with Kashish. He called his parents.
Oh, damn.
Oh, great.
That
has happened to me.
ये चल रहा है. And now both of us are in trouble. And दोनों को पता नहीं अब वापस कैसे जाएं. So वापस गए. सबको घर पे साइलेंट ट्रीटमेंट मिल रहा है, पेपर निकल गए। एंड देन आई वेंट टू माय डैड, आई वाज लाइक पापा पॉकेट मनी।
सारे तो खर्च कर रहे हैं तो बीबर के कोक पे।
देन ही इज लाइक इसीलिए देता हूं मैं तुम्हें पॉकेट।
ऑफ कोर्स ओके टॉन्ट तो करना ही है।
ऑफ कोर्स ब्रो, टिल डेट इट्स बीन 5-6 years now till मैं permanently मुंबई शिफ्ट हो गया till date.
Your dad still doesn't talk to you.
I get this thought. I'm like, अगर मैं तुम्हें उस टाइम इतने ताने नहीं मारता तो तुम कैसे सीखते कि बाप से कभी झूठ नहीं बोलना.
Oh God. Crazy.
That and once what happened?
We can use this clip for the Father's Day episode.
No. ये काट दूंगा मैं सर.
When is Father's Day again?
Didn't it just go by?
It was
June
Next year.
So once again, so मेरी girlfriend.
But then what was Kashish's like reaction to all this?
So Kashish का ना क्या सीन है? I am very हाँ जी पापा, ओके पापा, ये पापा वो पापा घर पे.
Kashish अबे क्या है बे?
तो कशिश मोस्टली लाइक अरे मैं कर लूंगा ना आप चुप करो टाइम.
Okay.
ठीक है. तो उसके घर पे इतनी दिक्कत हुई नहीं जितनी मेरे घर पे तो 6 साल से चल रही है अभी ये दिक्कत. सो दैट इज आई थिंक वो मेरे सारे ऐसे स्टूपिड प्लान्स में ना ऐसा अग्री कर भी लेता बिकॉज इज लाइक मैं कर लूंगा हैंडल, घर पे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. वंस आई वाज लाइक सो मेरी उस टाइम पे द गर्ल दैट आई वाज डेटिंग वो लड़ाई वड़ाई हो गई तो शी वेंट टू सम हिल स्टेशन अपने वेके होम में. ठीक है. विदाउट मीटिंग एंड
कौन इन योर वॉइस.
ठीक है. वेके होम व्हाटएवर. ठीक है. अपने तो नहीं है
हम तो सिर्फ बीबर देखते हैं.
so I set up Kashish for this. I was like bro दिल्ली में काफी गर्मी नहीं हो रही. हाँ हो तो रही है, बड़ा ये है, पसीना है, ये वो है, मूड खराब है, इसमें पड़ा रहता हूँ. शिमला चलना है क्या? शिमला क्यों जाएंगे, ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. अगेन कट द फोन 10 मिनट बाद. कैसे जाएंगे? सोचना कैसे जाएंगे. I'm
I like how Kashish gives it a thought.
Yeah, bro, he does that, and then he
convinces himself.
हाँ, मैं convince नहीं करता हूँ. तो then हम लोग गाड़ी वाड़ी ली, चले गए घर पे, बोला थिएटर प्रैक्टिस है.
एक हफ्ते की थिएटर प्रैक्टिस.
I need Snayhil's excuse.
और one week थिएटर प्रैक्टिस at my friend's place.
Group study.
थिएटर प्रैक्टिस. अरे थिएटर उसके घर पे ही तो है.
घर पे थिएटर प्रैक्टिस है. एक ही दिन का ट्रिप गया था कि जाएंगे, सरप्राइज करेंगे, मिलेंगे, वापस आ जाएंगे. अब ये मुझे पता है कि मैं क्यों जा रहा हूँ शिमला, उसे नहीं पता. अब रास्ते में चंडीगढ़ हाईवे पे मैं कह रहा है ब्रो वैसे तेरा एकदम से शिमला जाने का प्लान कैसे बना. मैं कहा ब्रो एक्चुअली जो बात है ना
तू बस मेरे को ड्राइव कर रहा है.
And then by शिमला माल रोड पे जो उस दिन बंद थी by the way.
So you couldn't reach Shimla? Oh, what a disaster.
We reached there. So वहाँ पे he's like bro अब पूरे चंडीगढ़ से लेके शिमला तक उसने मेरे को सिर्फ गालियाँ दी क्योंकि मैं झूठ बोल के लेके आ रहा हूँ.
How many hours?
It's like 3.5 hours.
Oh,
ठीक है.
Yeah.
From here to Pune. Like,
Yeah.
कर दी ना.
That's Shimla for us.
तो anyway तो वहाँ जाके and now अब it's just that मैं इतना shameless हो चुका हूँ कशिश के साथ. I'm like ब्रो अभी वो आधे घंटे में मिलने आ रही है, जब तक मैं पार्किंग ढूंढता हूँ तो मेरे लिए एक गुलाब ढूंढेगा क्या.
I want to meet Kashish and apologize for you.
Hey, that's a good friend, yeah.
एक बंद मॉल रोड पे वो बेचारा मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड के लिए गुलाब को ढूंढ.
दोस्त मेरे दोस्त की फ्रेंड की गर्लफ्रेंड के लिए मेरे को गुलाब चाहिए.
तो ऐसी कई स्टोरीज. उसको युवराज को खेलते हुए देखना था तो मैं उसे मोहाली ले गया किंग्स 11 पंजाब का मैच देखने के लिए.
What a great story. Anything with you, Zalak? Did you have any incidents like this where you got in trouble together? Some shenanigans you guys lied at home? Have you lied at home?
I don't.
You've never lied at home?
Who do you think she is, Snayhil?
Yeah.
एक्चुअली आजकल मैं ये कशिश को ये लोलाला पूजा के लिए आने के लिए कन्विंस करने का ट्राई कर रहा कि ब्रो देख मुंबई आएगा तो देख बहुत बढ़िया कॉन्सर्ट है. एंड इज लाइक ब्रो मैंने तो इतने गाने सुने नहीं है शॉन मेंडिस इन सब के. मैं कहा लिंक मैं भेजता हूँ तेरे को, तेरे पास है 4 महीने सुनता रहे इनको रिपीट.
तू फैन हो जाएगा, तो
फैन हो जाएगा 4 महीने तक, फिर हम अटेंड करेंगे साथ में. एंड अगेन ही इज गिविंग इट अ थॉट.
Maybe you'll get a call later today.
Yeah.
चलना है क्या?
Kashish bro please.
So Zalak?
Yeah. So my elder sister, she's been in trouble a couple of times. So my parents are used to that.
Oh,
so after
nice.
that, I never had to lie घर पे to do anything. So whatever I did, even I have to come at 5 in the night or go like for a weekend with my friends, they always knew about it.
Okay, so
And
your parents are chill. You never had curfew problems and all.
No.
You had curfew problems.
Bro,
till I was like 20 or something.
I also had ये कर्फ्यू प्रॉब्लम्स. मेरे को मूर्थल मालूम है आप लोग को? दिल्ली के पास एक जगह है मूर्थल, वहाँ पे सुखदेव का ढाबा है. पराठे बहुत फेमस है वहाँ के, which is like यही हाईवे पे ही है, करनाल हाईवे पे ही है, towards चंडीगढ़. And it's super famous 24 hours open. So मैं कभी नाइट आउट पे नहीं गया था. एंड मेरे को एक्चुअली बिगाड़ने वाला कशिश ही है. उसी ने ही स्टार्ट किया था मेरे को. मैं गुड बॉय की तरह 11 साढ़े 11 नानी के घर रहता था, तो 11 साढ़े 11 सो जाना, सुबह 7 बजे उठ जाना, ऐसा सीन था. सो वन रैंडम डे ही इज लाइक, तू कभी नाइट आउट पे गया क्या? आई एम लाइक नहीं, आई एम वेरी एलियन टू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. तो इज लाइक चल मूर्थल चलते. I'm like done and I come home very excited and I'm like, नानी आज रात को मैं नाइट आउट पे जा रहा हूँ, मैं मूर्थल जाऊंगा, ये वो. like कहाँ जा रहे, कौन जा रहा है, किसने बोला कि तुम जा रहे हो? I'm like नहीं, पर मेरे को जाना है, मेरे सारे दोस्त जा रहे हैं. तो शी लाइक नहीं जाना है. I'm like प्लीज मेरे को जाने दो. नहीं. मैंने कशिश को फोन किया, मैं कहा ब्रो मेरे को नाइट आउट पे तो नहीं जाने दे रहे. हमने 12 बजे निकलना था. तो लाइक चल तू नानी से रीजनेबल टाइम पूछ ले, अपन तब चलेंगे. नानी से रीजनेबल टाइम पूछा, नानी बोला 6 बजे. मैं कहा नाइट आउट नहीं है नानी, ये अर्ली मॉर्निंग आउट है जब लोग शहर पे हैं, ठीक है. तो मेरे को अब फिर मैं बार्गेन कर रहा हूँ नानी से कि कितने बजे. तो शी लाइक अर्लीस्ट 4 o'clock. I'm like okay, I convinced Kashish and all the other friends कि 4 बजे मिलते हैं. वो लोग रेस्टलेस होने लग गए बीच में. He's like नहीं, जल्द नाइट आउट का क्या फायदा हुआ फिर. तो 3 बजे लाइक ब्रो हम 2:30-3 बजे तेरे घर के पास आ जाएंगे. अब वो बाहर आ गए, मेरे को फोन कर रहे हैं, मैं नानी को उठा रहा हूँ. नानी 4 बज गए उठो. नानी उठी, नानी ने टाइम देखा, कह रही है तो 2:30 बजे. मैं कहा हाँ 4 ही हैं, मेरे को दरवाजा खोल के दो. तो मैं दरवाजा खोला, गया मूर्थल गए. दैट वॉज माई first night out and first memory with this guy. And since then आधा इसने मुझे बिगाड़ा है. फिर उसके बाद जब मैं बिगड़ गया पूरी तरीके से,
मैंने पूरा बताया.
फिर उसके बाद मैंने जो थोड़ी बहुत कसर थी,
nice.
सारी खत्म.
That's a hilarious story, Sneh.
That's not. That's just me telling how मेरा बिगड़ने का journey started. Anyway, Zalak, you are the only one जिसने अभी तक अपनी partner in crime वाली story नहीं बताई. I'm sure you must have one.
I think I found my partner in crime in Suroini. Who is also a colleague of ours.
Dude,
Also
she
a
has
colleague, yes.
the person who hijacks the most slacks in the office.
I just hijacked a newbie yesterday. So we have a new producer now, Sakshi, and I took her Slack while she was, I think, in the pantry or something, and I text another colleague of ours, Sparsh, who's the producer of Cyrus Says. I texted him. I listened to today's Cyrus Says episode. It was very bad. I think the producer can work on it better.
I think the
Producer can work on it better. So Sparsh doesn't realize at this point that it was me. So he replies saying, thank you for your constructive feedback. We are just experimenting right now.
wow, yaar.
And then I texted another person from the
मैं लैपटॉप बंद करना भूल गया.
I texted somebody from the video team saying, Prem, I texted him saying, hey, do you want to do lunch today together? I've got this, I've got that. तो उसने बोला, yes, where are you right now? I'll come. I said, I'm in the pantry. And Sakshi at that point was actually in the pantry.
That's very funny, very funny. These Slack pranks are very funny.
Zalak, this
As long as
doesn't
they're not
sound
bored.
as much partners in crime as just crime.
So this is what I'm saying. It was just about yesterday because Suroini is in the States right now and
Right.
she's coming back after a month. So I have to do this alone. But
she's making up for Suroini.
Yeah.
ताकि किसी को उसकी कमी महसूस ना हो.
Exactly.
इसलिए
Thanks.
pranks मैं कर देती हूँ basically.
So this is one very heartwarming incident that happened right after Suroini left. I think a couple of days later, I was sitting in the small conference room. I was working, doing whatever shit. And Saurabh, one of our producers, came into the small conference room just saying like, hi, what's up? Do you miss Suro? This, that. Because Suro is one of my closest friends in the office. The closest friend in the office. So she was like, Saurabh asked me, I know you miss doing pranks. Don't worry till Suroini comes back. I'm here. I'll support you. We'll do pranks together. So he told me Sakshi's laptop password actually.
What the? Yeah, what the? How does Saurabh know it?
Yeah.
क्या चल रहा है?
He must have like.
यार मेरे लैपटॉप का पासवर्ड सबसे जेनेरिक पासवर्ड है यार. Shit.
Saurabh
Nice, so
does
maybe
sit right
we
next
are
to her.
next
So maybe he
target.
has like noticed at the corner of his eye, you know.
अरे
I
नहीं,
think
सौरभ इनके
all our
opposite
laptop
बैठता है.
passwords are
Oh,
IVM,
Saurabh
aren't they?
changed, no? Yeah.
हाँ,
अरे listeners को क्या पता चलेगा?
what is this public information?
Yeah.
But he is right. He is
This is
right.
not also.
So the thing is, none of us has been like, हम लोग इतने आलसी हैं
कि हमने वो भी
कि
नहीं
हमने
change किया.
चेंज ही नहीं किया.
Yeah.
सुरेश जी ने जब लैपटॉप सेट करके दिया
First
था
thing
ना,
he says.
तो उन्होंने ही डाल के दिया था and he was like
beep that.
Change कर
देना and then clearly 3 महीने अब्बास को गए.
Dude, I've had this laptop also since I coming into
Since the
office.
beginning of time.
since I've always had a laptop, never changed passwords. That Sureshji has set for us.
Yeah.
Sureshji is our tech expert who basically gives us laptops
And keeps our passwords. And sets our passwords.
Let's get to the next part of the episode,
Yeah,
which is let's talk about like some shows and movies about friendship.
Bro, जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. One of my all-time
Of course.
favorite.
Of course. Oh, but I thought we would go the more traditional route and get Friends, the TV show, out of the way.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way.
One of the great shows about friendship. Done. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
I think otherwise वैसे कि I don't think those people were very good friends.
Yeah, me too.
I think
Why would you say that?
जोई को अकेला छोड़ दिया.
No. Being good friends and being tight friends are very different.
They used to meet
Being
every
tight with
day,
each other
every
and, like,
morning
being-
in a coffee shop
Who
before
does
going
that?
to work.
मैं रियल लाइफ की बात नहीं कर रहा भाई, मैं रियल लाइफ की ही बात
Yeah,
कर
so
रहा
I
हूँ.
think
real life
they,
में-
I think they were very tight friends. They may not have been good friends.
They used to live together,
what I mean.
right? So even if you don't see each other throughout the day,
तो-
at the end of the day you're coming
यार
back.
देखो, द पॉइंट इज कि उन लोगों ने जोई चैंडलर को ऐसे बिल्ड किया जैसे कि मतलब दो जिसमें एक जान ऑफ सॉर्ट्स, ठीक है.
हाँ.
एंड देन मतलब सो मच सो कि जोई ने बोला तू मेरा सैंडविच का एक बाइट ले ले, ठीक है, विच इज अपेरेंटली द बिगेस्ट डील.
Yeah.
और एंड में अकेला छोड़ दिया जोई को.
अकेला छोड़ दिया मतलब क्या शादी भी ना करे चैंडलर?
अरे भाई करे शादी, पर ऐसा आउट ऑफ ऐसा कंट्री साइड पे काहे शिफ्ट हो रहा है बे, उसके साथ
But then
रहना.
the-
अरे
but
वो
then-
उसका फिर पर्सनल चॉइस है.
Chandler says ना,
हाँ, तो
we'll
There'll always be a room for
we'll buy
Joey.
a house.
Yeah.
Upstairs is a room where Joey can grow old.
I think
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
ठीक है. Anyway, so the thing was कि I think this is my issue with the writing, क्योंकि every friend out of the friends
Yeah.
got a good ending except of Joey. And I think
Joey got a
No.
spin-off.
Yeah, he got a spin-off.
Yeah.
Bad spin-off series.
a bad spin-off series, no doubt, but
Yeah.
then उसका ही एक आर्क था जो जैसा शुरू हुआ वैसे का वैसा ही रहा. So throughout the 10 seasons, you see Joey trying. एक तो जोई को बेचारे को 3 बार सच्चा प्यार हुआ पूरे फ्रेंड्स
हाँ.
में, तीनों बार छिन गई उससे.
हाँ, वो ठीक है. But his arc, there is an arc. He starts as a struggling actor.
And then he remains a struggling actor.
No, he becomes a household name because of Days of Our
पर
Lives. and
एंड
all
क्या
of
रहता है
that.
उसका? एंड में वो स्ट्रगल ही कर रहा है. जो उसका स्पिन ऑफ मिला उसका बेसिस ही है दैट ही इज स्टिल अ स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर एंड ही इज मूव टू हॉलीवुड नाउ टू स्ट्रगल देयर.
Snayhil, as struggling artists ourselves, we
Exactly.
know, we know
तो
that not everybody ends up as a star.
चैंडलर का कमिटमेंट फोबिया से उन लोग ने शादी का वो दिखाया, उसका जो जिस घटिया जॉब में वो था वहां से उसने अपना पैशन फॉलो किया. पता नहीं पैशन फॉलो करके पैसा कैसा मिला उसे, अपने को तो नहीं मिल रहा है.
Advertising.
पर उसने उसका वो आर्क दिखाया. रॉस रेचल का पूरा जबरदस्त आर्क है, ठीक है. रॉस मेरे को पसंद नहीं है. उसके बाद फीबी का आर्क है. एक्सेप्ट जो वो स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर स्टार्ट किया, बीच में उसको दिखाया कि उसको टेलीविजन सीरीज मिला एंड देन ही वेंट बैक टू स्ट्रगलिंग. उसके जो दोस्त थे, फीबी अपनी फैमिली में खुश होकर चली गई. रॉस रेचल शायद शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं एंड में. चैंडलर मोनिका शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं. वो बेचारा अकेला रह जाता है. एंड देन आई थिंक जो जोई स्पिन ऑफ है उसमें भी ही मेंशंस टाइम एंड अगेन कि all of them went और ये और वो वगैरह वगैरह. So I don't think they were हाँ मतलब होता है, that is life, but then I don't think they are the perfect example of like good friends and all of that.
Yeah.
Because good friends stand by, they stick together.
Yeah, so a show which I think of greater than, in my mind at least, greater than Friends when it comes to being friends is the show Community. Are any of you fans of Community?
I'm not a fan,
I've
but I
seen a
know
few
about
episodes,
it.
but I
Yeah.
never got into the show.
I love the show, and the main part of the show, the main aspect of the show is that you follow a tightly knit Spanish study group that come together because of like a false promises, but then they stick together because they need to still learn Spanish and they're studying Spanish, and then they stick together and it's hilarious and it's very funny, and I think it's like a spiritual successor for me, chemistry wise. It's like a spiritual successor to me for Friends.
मतलब आई थिंक मैंने फ्रेंडशिप बेस्ड मूवीज मैंने बॉलीवुड की ज्यादा देखी हैं.
दिल चाहता है
दिल चाहता है
जाने दो या जाने ना.
is one of
I
my
think that family
all-time
only is
favorite.
making all those. That Akhtar family.
अभी वो एक और भी तो बना रहे हैं, जीले
Correct.
कटरीना,
आलिया
and प्रियंका चोपड़ा.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. I'm actually quite excited for that movie.
Even
me
I'm
too.
excited. उसका जो announcement teaser video था, that was amazing.
I think that movie
I
will
don't
do
think
better
I've
than
seen that.
Brahmastra.
Probably.
I'm putting it out there. Let's see
After
what happens.
Shamshera, this guy has just been hating on Ranveer left, right, and
Shamshera
center.
was the worst.
Why did you watch
You want me to
it?
spend another episode talking about how bad Shamshera was? I'll do it. It was terrible.
No, but I think Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara is one of my all-time favorite Bollywood movies, and I think I've watched it like more than 200 times. Now, don't make that joke.
That's
Pehli baari
Dil
mein
Chahta Hai
samajh
for
aayi
me.
thi ki nahi aayi thi.
That exact thing is Dil Chahta Hai for me. I've seen
Dil Chahta is also amazing.
More than 2 or 500.
Amazing movie, but it's just that Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara थोड़ी और न्यू एज है, थोड़ी और आज के जमाने की अगर कह सकते हैं तो 2 से आए हुए 11 साल हो गए, बट फिर भी it sounds more relatable to me.
You know when guys go
going
to Spain for like just to hang
skydive
out. Snayhil is like,
and race
yo,
with
I
the
relate
bulls."
to that, man.
नहीं, मैं प्रॉब्लम्स की बात एक सेकंड, अगर उस स्टोरी को सेम रखना है और उसमें स्पेन हटा के मनाली डाल देना है आपने,
हाँ.
मेरे को चलेगा. द थिंग इज मुझे वो स्टोरी इतनी जो उन्होंने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स
But
दिखाए
going
हैं,
to Goa is far-fetched.
Going to Goa is not not Gen Z.
I
It needs to
can't
be
relate.
modern.
मतलब दिल चाहता इज ऑब्वियसली अ क्लासिक. उसके ऊपर
Fantastic
तो
movie. I think
फैंटास्टिक
it's
मूवी.
dude. I watch it like every 2-3 months. No, I'll just randomly watch Dil Chahta Hai.
Bro,
and it always still holds
इन
up.
दोनों मूवीज के अंदर जो सिमिलैरिटीज हैं वो बहुत हैं ऑब्वियसली, बट जो इन्होंने फ्रेंड्स के बीच के कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स दिखाए हैं, मतलब इन्होंने एक ऐसी दोस्ती दिखाई है जो तुम्हारे लिए एक ऐसा नहीं है कि वो परफेक्ट रेनबो यूनिकॉर्न्स फ्रेंडशिप. उन्होंने दिखाया कि हाँ भाई दोस्ती में प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, स्टिल दे स्टिक टुगेदर, एंड देन जब कोई जरूरत का टाइम आता है दे ऑल कम बैक और वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. जितने भी एक्सपीरियंस.
But I would still agree with Antariksh. I think Dil Chahta is sort of, even though they don't state this explicitly, there is also an element that the Akshay Khanna character is not as financially well-to-do as Amir
is
Khan
true.
and Saif Ali Khan.
very true.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
But they cannot do that in Farhan.
In this also,
Farhan's
in
character
this
also.
really?
also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to see
Yeah.
Zindagi.
So actually, I don't think इसके अंदर वो financial उस पे इतना वजन देते हैं.
When you're friends in school or college, that aspect comes into play a few
Of course,
years
of
later.
course.
Yeah,
when,
correct.
when
After you leave.
After
Yeah.
you leave.
वो अभी तक भी आ ही रहा है हमारे केस में तो.
Exactly. हाँ. So I think it's important that films and TV shows about friendship also reflect that. ये नहीं है कि हर कोई एक ही social status का
हाँ,
है, एक
ट्रू
ही
ट्रू. अब जैसे उसके
financial
अंदर
status का.
मतलब जैसे जिंदगी न मिली दोबारा में दिखाए, आई थिंक आई जस्ट से ZNMD, वरना हो जा रहा तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं है. तो ZNMD में जैसे ये दिखाया कि ऋतिक वाज नॉट फ्रॉम अ वेरी वेल टू डू फैमिली,
But he
एंड
made
देन
his
हाँ
money.
हाँ फिर उसके
Stop.
बाद देन
money man.
हाँ, एंड देन इज
Nasruddin
लाइक,
Shah.
अब जैसे उसमें एक बहुत बेसिक सा डायलॉग है, इसमें इन्होंने ये नहीं दिखाया कि फरहान अख्तर को मनी क्रंच है, बट उन्होंने ये दिखाया कि उसके पास उतना नहीं है जितना लैविश ऋतिक और अभय के पास है, बिकॉज ही इज लाइक मैं तुम्हारे लिए बैग लाया हूं, एंड इज लाइक 12,000 यूरोज का, एंड देन फरहान अख्तर इज लाइक क्या 12,000 यूरोज, एंड देन ऋतिक एक बहुत स्लाइट ऑन मारता है कि तेरी तनख्वाह भी इतनी नहीं होगी.
Yeah.
So the thing is कि again,
because he writes songs like Diamond Biscuit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Copywriter है ना भाई, मीडिया फील्ड में कहाँ पैसा,
क्या करेगा? Correct.
क्या किधर है पैसा?
Fair. Absolutely. So what else though? Like so ZNMD, Dil Chahta Hai, they
So
are
I'm
like a very common.
confused. Is Jaane To Ya Jaane Na a friendship movie or a romance
I
movie?
think
it's
yes,
romance.
definitely. The movie starts with a group of friends recollecting how
Yeah.
two of their friends
Yeah.
became like sweethearts,
Yeah. That's
true,
who
actually,
they
yeah.
were rooting for also to
Yeah.
get together. So I
That's
think
true.
yes, Jaane To Ya Jaane would
I
count
like
as
Jaane
a-
To Ya Jaane.
That's
I think
a
it's one of the
nice movie,
perfect
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
One of the perfect movies.
Perfect movie तो
Like,
नहीं बोलूंगा
it's
यार.
like Kalhona
criticism
हो.
मत चालू कर.
नहीं,
I mean,
बिल्कुल
dude,
तो नहीं था.
अरे
Perfect
नहीं,
movie तो
बिल्कुल
नहीं है because both the lead actors are not great actors.
Actually,
but
I think the
it
movie
works.
works.
It
I think the
works.
movie works. The movie
Yeah,
works.
works.
Definitely it works. I think Imran Khan ki one of the very
First
viewable
movie, very
movies.
bad. Yeah.
First movie, yeah.
Which reminds me, have you guys seen Ek Main Aur Ek Tu?
नहीं
No.
यार.
Okay, so in that movie,
Who's in that?
Kareena.
Imran Khan and Kareena.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Dude, okay, so
It is.
regardless of whether you think it's good or bad, in the end, the thing in
It
that
doesn't
movie
even
is,
matter. Sorry.
yes, but also they don't end up together. So they have a relationship, and
Oh,
by
that's
the
like-
end they realize we're not compatible
Spoiler
for
दे
each
दिए
other.
तुम.
That's like the breakup. The with Vince Vaughn,
Yeah,
Jennifer
kind of, but they
Aniston.
still remain friends in the
Yeah.
end. They're not romantically with each other, but they still remain friends. So I thought that was a little different from what we
यार
usually see.
बॉलीवुड में 3 ही पिक्चरें आई हैं क्या दोस्ती
Have you
में?
guys seen
शोले
शोले
तो ultimate, of course.
ऑफ कोर्स ये दोस्ती हमने मर जाएंगे तोड़ेंगे नहीं दोस्ती.
Dude, you know one song I hate when it comes to friendship songs, right? Ye Dosti I love. Ye
Okay,
Dosti,
okay.
it's a great song. One song I hate is Yaar.
I was
Bro,
Wow,
why?
R.I.P.
Why?
That one. I'm
Too
not a big fan
soon,
of.
too
that I'm
soon,
not a big fan.
Antariksh.
And one I hate even more than that is Bas Yaade reh jati
Ali
hain.
Haider.
I
Purani
hate that
jeans.
song so
But
much.
एक second, why do you hate on यारों दोस्ती?
You think
Yaro
it's
Dosti is okay.
overused? You
I think it's overused.
हाँ उस वजह से.
Yaro Dosti
Okay.
is overused. The other one is just an irritating f***ing song, dude. The bas batein yaad reh
चल,
jati.
मतलब I've heard this song but I didn't like it that much तो मैंने उसको ज़्यादा सुना नहीं है.
Yeah. That was
I
the
didn't
more
know
hated
this
one.
song.
That was the more hated
But
one.
I
Yaro
think
Dosti is
यारों
okay.
दोस्ती मेरे को तो एक तो एक के मेरे स्कूल से था तो थोड़ा बायस वैसे ही था.
हाँ.
Also I think it's a wonderful song.
I think it's a very good song, but it's been overused.
Yeah.
Every
वो तो
college
है यार,
graduation,
वो तो
वो तो हर जगह हर
every
गाने में।
एक वो और एक
I know that
reunion
Abhijit Sawant
montage.
song.
पल
ये है प्यार के
हाँ,
पल,
ये अभिजीत सावंत का
प्यार
नहीं
के
है
पल।
गाना।
के का है?
नहीं,
एक- एक-
नहीं, नहीं, yes.
No, but there's one Abhijit Sawant
That
song
that
about
also is a
friends.
very irritating song.
कौन सा? I genuinely know only
That's
two
the song.
songs actually.
That's the song.
मोहब्बतें लुटाऊंगा और दूसरा जुनू 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 ये उसी का है ना जुनून उसकी
I have
एक
no
और
idea.
एल्बम आई थी.
हाँ, I think so.
याद नहीं मेरे को।
हाँ तो
जुनू
जुनू चढ़ रहा है.
Smells like Teen Spirit. Sounds like that tune I'm going by.
But on-screen
Hello.
friendships, Antariksh, have you seen the Bill and Ted movies?
The
Keanu Reeves
and the other guy. No, I
yeah.
haven't.
So for me, I think
Very
on-screen friendship, it's basically two guys who are stoners and they're best friends.
Oh.
And three movies have come out, and every movie they always go on an adventure.
Yeah.
I think as far as on-screen friendships go, क्योंकि आपको हमेशा एक कोई बंदा या बंदी चाहिए होती जो who is as stupid in your
Yeah.
head as you are.
Like
Yeah,
Kashish
I thought-
and Snayhil.
Like
Or Surohini and Zalak. I don't know. So I think
Dumb and Dumber would be a friendship
Dumb and
movie.
Dumber, another great
friendship movie.
pair of friends.
One of my
on screen.
favorites from Hollywood is Superbad, a movie starring Jonah Hill and Michael Cera,
yes,
directed by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Yes.
And fantastic. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg started writing this movie when they were
Friends.
13 years old.
Yeah, high school,
And
yeah.
they've been best friends all their lives. Okay? When they were like in 13, 14 years, they started writing this movie. They made it when they were like 21, 22. They already made their first movie.
And
it
they
was a movie
play
on
cops
friendship.
in the movie.
Yeah, because no, see, initially the idea was that they wanted to play those
The
characters.
characters, yeah.
But by the time they actually got to making the movie, they were older than the characters in the movie.
Oh.
So they couldn't play those characters. But dude, I like it this way more.
Yeah.
Because those cop characters are hilarious. Bill Hader's the cop.
आपके बेस्ट ऑन स्क्रीन फ्रेंडशिप क्या है बाज भाई?
वही तो बताया मैंने, बिल एंड टेड. और हिंदी फिल्म्स में मुझे सोचता मुन्ना एंड सर्किट.
Bro,
Even though he's like the henchman for Munna Bhai, but still there is
dude Lage Rao that
Lage
part.
Rao,
Oh
that
God.
scene, bro,
That
that
scene where he
scene.
cries and all. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, तू
yeah.
मेरे साथ रुका था पूरी रात.
तो
जब
मैं क्या मस्त हाका नूडल बनाया ना.
Yeah. It's great. Circuit.
Yeah, bro.
Again, fantastic both movies.
Both of them, yes.
Bollywood sucks at sequels, except if it's Raju Hirani. Like that's like a written rule right now. You know?
True.
Yeah.
Zalak, what do you think? The best on-screen friendship?
I'm thinking.
Think.
would the Hera Pheri trio count as friends?
At some
Or
point
is
in
it-
the series,
Or
they
is
were.
it more like it's like the
Entanglement.
situation was such that they had to rely
Yeah,
on
why
each
I
other.
guess.
Oh.
मतलब
I got my answer. The friends from Kaipoche, all the three
Oh,
leads.
nice.
oh.
Antarik,
I really like their friendship.
उसमें से
Snayhil,
एक
Three idiots about friendship.
उसमें से एक दूसरे को मार देता है ना
Yeah.
एंड में. हाँ मस्त.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, just because I spoiled एक में और एक.
Three Idiots.
picture में
Did
भी-
we already talk about Three Idiots?
No, we haven't talked about
so-
it.
Dude, 3 Idiots, the only thing about 3 Idiots is that it's funny and all whatever, but Amir Khan looks way older than the other two.
That's
than
true.
Madhavan
But
and,
it works. That doesn't take me out of the
Yeah.
film. At least
Three
me personally.
Idiots is
But
a
you-
movie about friendship.
Of course.
Is it?
Yeah.
The entire movie
Yeah,
they're searching for
They're
their
searching
friend.
for
नो
that
हाँ
third.
मतलब ठीक है मतलब
They're
इट
looking
आई
at
थिंक
it
द
good.
मैसेज जो वो ज्यादा देती है इज लाइक
It's
जियो
about
और
education.
जीने दो और टाइप्स
it's about-
राइट.
और
No.
बच्चों को जो pursue करना है
हाँ.
The
करना दो.
message is you pursue excellence, don't pursue success because success
Yeah.
will follow excellence.
Oh, English में बोल दिया.
Same dialogue. We haven't talked about Ye Jawani Hai Diwani.
Bro, I don't
want
like
to.
this. I don't like that
I mean,
movie.
I
really
like
Acha,
the
by the way,
equation of-
just a random
friendship.
information. YGHD is playing on Friendship's Day in Phoenix Mall, open theater. Mein. If you are a fan of the
No,
movie,
I'm not.
huh? Then why did you bring
Because it's
that?
about friends, and I thought
like
you
the
guys
movie.
would. I like
I
the
don't
equation
like
of
that.
Aditi and this one. Who's the
Wait, you like this? You
Deepika's
like
character.
Tamasha more?
No.
Tamasha
hate
more?
Tamasha.
I
hate
love
Tamasha.
Tamasha. It's my
I don't like it.
top
See,
3 movies.
Tamasha, a movie I like, but I don't think it's about friendship. Where is
It's not
friendship?
about
No,
friendship.
I'm just talking about like what do you like from Ranbir's movie?
It's just random
Deepika
question.
movie.
Tamasha
अच्छा
for-
रैंडम क्वेश्चन ब्रो तमाशा जब मेरे को उतनी समझ नहीं थी चीजों की तब मेरे को बहुत आई वाज लाइक वाह ahead of its time picture ठीक है but now that I watch it I'm like वाह ओवर एक्टिंग हर जगह so यार like I like तमाशा I'm not saying कि मेरे को उससे कोई दिक्कत है but थोड़ी थोड़ी है
Fair. That's fair. I don't like Tamasha at all, but you're saying it's one of your favorites?
Top 3.
Oh.
top 3
Kaipoche,
So,
Tamasha,
but you don't like Ye Jawan?
and Shashank Redemption.
कौन सी
Shawshank, sorry. Shawshank.
did you
I
just say
know.
शशांक
Sorry.
Shashank
too Hindi
Redemption.
for me.
your video, Zalak?
Shashank Redemption.
okay then
Dehika, please cut this. If you are my friend. Dehika.
okay
You're talking about
आज से
Shawshank
आज
Redemption.
से शॉशैंक
Shawshank
रिडेम्पशन का
Can
नाम
you not say
शशांक
Can
रिडेम्पशन
you not?
You remember we used to have a list in the office of everyone who
Yeah.
fucks up grammatically and shit.
Okay, हो गया वो.
bro this is not grammatical mistake
Oh my god. Pronunciation.
This is a mistake.
This is Zalak's
Pronunciation.
recommendation for the next round.
Is
Shawshank
Redemption.
It's one of the greatest movies ever
Oh my
made.
god.
Guys, it's great. If you've not seen Shawshank Redemption, it is fantastic. And
हर वो शशांक जिसने बदला लिया अपनी लाइफ में will relate to this movie.
Oh man.
So you
Are
are
we done?
keeping Kaipoche and Tamasha over Shashank Redemption. अरे
now we have to say Shashank.
Shawshank and Okja. Top 4.
कौन
Yes.
सी?
Okja.
Okja.
That, the monster movie.
And the Parasite director, Bong Joon-ho's
Yeah.
movie.
Okay,
on
it's a monster
Netflix.
movie, right?
No.
Isn't it?
No.
I mean, it's about
No, not monster. Yeah.
creature movie.
Creature
but,
movie.
Yeah.
Creature 3D.
Snail's favorite movie.
You've never watched
Creature.
Creature 3D. Oh, you're missing out on a comedy.
I've seen Piranha 3D.
नहीं
Very
Creature
bad also.
3D अपना ऐसा इंडियन वर्जन है बिपाशा बासु के साथ.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
ओह
Is she the creature?
no.
Is she 3D?
अरे वो गाना नहीं है छोड़ो मेरे को याद नहीं.
Okay, dude, Andaz Apna Apna.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Andaz Apna.
yes.
Movie on
yes.
bad friends.
Amar Prem.
Bro, I
Amar
think
Prem.
I love Andaz Apna.
My favorite movie. That and Dilchata are literally my favorite movies.
But would you keep Andaz Apna over Shashank Redemption?
You know what?
Dehika.
I would.
You would?
I would, yeah. See,
Now she can't
You
cut
win,
it a
Dehika.
number of times.
huh?
Q in Dehika.
Yeah.
He's cut everything.
Shashank,
I mean, you know these
Dehika,
guys
you're my friend.
Like this is a gold
So to
moment.
remind you.
अब तो तुम
Shashank-
प्रोडक्शन टीम में भी नहीं.
Yeah.
Dehika, if you're my friend.
Right after the recording, she goes into Amit's house. Amit, I want to be back in production. I want IVM Likes back, damn it.
Just one more week.
One
Amit,
more
please.
week, Amit, please.
But Zalak, how has your experience been in the video team? And just sorry, cutting down the.
This is
एकदम
58 minutes into the episode. Of things to ask.
I suddenly realized I'm like ये तो पूछा ही नहीं कैसा जा रहा है वीडियो टीम तुम्हारा.
Definitely more.
Way better.
Way better than.
Definitely better because,
I'm happier with my work.
dude, yeah, you don't have to
Wait,
stay
is,
back till like 12 at night.
1
or something.
second. My team stays back till 1 and
Yeah,
4 in the
yeah.
night.
That-
Okay?
But we are talking
Yeah.
about you.
Dude,
Zalak.
Abhinit stays all night.
He
in
stays
the-
all night.
Why?
We have a lot of work.
Do
Video
so?
team representation here.
And you're not exactly there.
I am in the video
I
team
think
now.
I think of you still more
पता
of
है,
production.
you are that person जो दिल्ली वर्सेस मुंबई के एपिसोड में अंतरिक्ष था. ठीक है. वो रिप्रेजेंट मुंबई कर रहा था. But all the points I was like, yeah, bro. I
Sounds
think Delhi is
Delhi.
better.
I was brought
Delhi is
up
winning, I
there.
guess.
I think Delhi food is better.
Delhi food
But
is
I'm
better.
from Mumbai.
It
I
is
think
what it
Delhi
is, guys.
infrastructure is better.
See?
For sure.
It is, yeah. So
Yeah.
again, let's. Delhi and Mumbai are good friends. Actually, no, they're not.
Can we go to recommendations now?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we've talked a lot about friendship and
So now the
stuff
flow of our
around-
episode is decided by Abbas's hunger.
Yes.
कि
How hungry?
Even I'm getting
भाई आपको
hungry.
भूख लग रही है? नहीं.
है.
See,
Okay,
हम
चलो
episode
11 बजे हम recording
हम
करेंगे.
एपिसोड बंद कर देते हैं
Yes.
बीच में.
So we'll be right back after this short break for some recommendations as suggested by Abbas. All right, and we are back with some recommendations.
Sorry, Abbas, hold your hunger for a little more while.
Yeah, but Abbas,
5
please
minutes,
wrap it up
Abbas.
quick.
Yeah, because of you, we couldn't finish.
what are
the
you having?
friendship.
What are you having for lunch today, Abbas?
What am I having? Well, right now I've ordered a sandwich and a croissant.
From?
Because I didn't have breakfast, so I'm having a breakfast as lunch.
Brunch.
Brunch.
What,
Yes.
regular
From
butter
Baba's
croissant?
Zest.
तुम्हारे बड़े बजट हैं जो croissant वोसों आ रहे
तू
हैं.
चुप
Dude,
रहे.
Baba's
तू
Zest-
एक रात में
Baba's
जस्टिन
Zest
बीबर
is
के लिए आ
सस्ता.
जाता है कॉन्सर्ट.
Baba's Zest सस्ता टिकाओ.
Baba what?
Baba's Zest by
Baba's
Chiron.
Zest.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know restaurants all over.
But that's not my recommendation. It's a good
Yeah,
place.
it's nice.
You can
It's
eat
like
there.
it's like a slightly more premium Mevans. You know, that's kind of like the vibe I get from Baba's Zest. What else?
Okay. Moving on. You want to
Mevans
go
also
first?
great. Huh?
Antariksh,
Okay,
what's
sure.
your
I'll go first.
recommendation?
I would like to recommend. So a lot. Since the days of pretentious movie reviews, with Biswa and Kanan, a lot of those kind of channels have been becoming popular. A more recent one, which I might have recommended, I'm not sure, is Only Desi. Right?
Yeah.
So we all know Only Desi. Only Desi is great. Another channel, but Only Desi is huge already, right? He has a lot of followers and whatever.
True.
A channel which is more upcoming than Only Desi, but is just as funny according to me, is a channel called Yogi Baba.
Okay.
Okay, he does the exact same thing as Only Desi does. Comments on like popular movies of the past and basically runs through the plot line of the movie and basically makes fun of it. And it's a very fun channel, very easy recommendation. Yogi Baba, check it out. What about you, Abbas? What would you like to recommend?
So my recommendation is also a YouTube video actually, not a
क्योंकि
channel.
यही तो करते हो पूरा दिन ऑफिस में.
ये channel.
Headphone तो निकालते नहीं हो.
So the channel I have recommended in the past, it's a very famous YouTube channel called Nerd Writer.
I love Nerd. I also recommended.
He also does video essays, but I specifically
Are
want
you
to
going to recommend every frame of painting?
अरे बोलने दो.
I want to recommend the Nerd Writer's recent video at the time of this recording. So he's Ivan Pushak is the name of the guy who runs the channel, and he's written a book about compiling his favorite essays and his observations about pop culture. But he's made a video in support of the book about why he started the Nerd Writer channel.
Nice.
And it's a very good example of how in today's day and age, how a YouTuber is not seen on the same level as, let's say, a filmmaker or an author.
Yeah.
People think that YouTubers are a lesser quality of critic or artist. But this is a great example of how Ivan used YouTube as a medium to make his name, to try out his editing and writing skills, and then finally sort of become a channel with more than 1 million subscribers. And now he has a book out about his observations. So I think it's a great example of what an artist or what a critic is in 2022. That using modern tools, he has done something very traditional and gotten more of an audience than someone would have back in the old days. So
Understood.
It's a great video. It's just him talking to the camera and sort of playing some older clips from his videos. So yeah, the recent video of the Nerd Writer channel is my recommendation.
Amazing.
All right.
It's called Why I Started Nerd Writer.
Okay. Snayhil, what about you?
I would like to recommend a play. I think मैं काफी plays recommend कर चुका हूँ. देख रहे हो आप लोग वो plays जो मैं भी
You should write a playbook.
If you've checked any of Snayhil's play recommendations, please comment or write.
Yeah, bro.
emails
Actually,
to us.
recently I watched this play called Dhumrapan. It's a
Was it in your house?
Dude, did people just smoke and during the whole play?
Hey.
so the play is set
If
up.
I smoke, am I a playwright? Sorry. Go ahead.
I apologize.
और इस इंसान ने workshops ले रखे हैं. ये तो हाल है.
What? Taken workshops?
Yeah, you said ना you've gone to acting school और ये और
Oh, I never said
अच्छा,
comedy.
workshop ली है
हाँ,
नहीं है.
नहीं बातें देख.
Yes.
So actually the play is set up in the smoking area of a corporate office.
Okay.
And वहाँ पे कैसी conversations हो रही हैं. So उन लोग को एक मंडे को उनका हेड ऑफिस से बॉस आता है और वो बताता है कि फ्राइडे तक मैं किसी एक को फायर करने वाला हूँ क्योंकि ऑफिस की हालत जो है वो काफी खराब है. तो हम लोग ऐसा कॉस्ट कटिंग या ऐसा कटबैक्स कर रहे हैं. तो one person will be out. So he's like Friday तक in this week we'll decide one of you will मतलब we'll let one of you go. तो उन 5 दिनों में स्मोकिंग रूम में क्या बातें होती हैं. It's a commentary on the corporate culture.
Psyche also. Human psyche.
Yeah, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद कैसे so there's this intern. एक कैरेक्टर है एक इंटर्न का जो आपको बहुत ही वैसे रियलिटी चेक्स जैसे जेन जी रियलिटी चेक्स देता रहता है कि मतलब जैसे अगर आप लोगों को पसंद नहीं है ये नौकरी तो छोड़ दो ना यार, क्या किसी ने बांध के थोड़ी रखा हुआ है. एंड
sounds like you, Snayhil.
Yeah, of course. So and then there's this guy who's been working there 22 साल से, and he's like नहीं एक डिसिप्लिन होता है, ये होता है, this is how the world works. तो ऐसे कंडीशनिंग का फर्क, commentary, stuff like that. So they have a tech guy, they have an intern, they have a veteran and the boss. So ऐसे कुछ characters हैं and I
जो हर ऑफिस में मिलेंगे.
It's a fully relatable play and छोटा सा play है 1.25 घंटे का. Comedy है.
Where do you watch it, Prithvi?
So I just looked it up. Akarsh Khurana has directed.
Yeah, Akarsh,
who's a very well known.
He plays the boss.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, इसकी एक one of the cast members is Kumud Mishra also.
Oh, nice.
I मतलब he didn't play when I was जब मैंने देखा, he was not there, but it was an amazing experience. तो अगर कभी आपके आसपास के थिएटर में कभी ये प्ले हो तो you should definitely go and watch it.
मैं
It's
थाने
fully
में
worth.
रहती हूँ, मेरे आसपास
थाने में काफी प्लेस होते हैं एक्चुअली.
सब मराठी होते हैं यार.
अच्छा हाँ वो.
But what would you like to recommend except not Marathi plays?
And living in Thane.
No, I would recommend living in Thane actually because it's a really quiet
Yes.
than Bombay.
Yeah.
No white spaces,
Like people
long
make fun of
roads.
Thane about being outside Bombay. Bombay bhi nahi hai. But
It's
every time I go to
technically
Thane,
Bombay,
I'm kind of
honestly.
impressed. You know?
It is.
Yeah.
Nice.
तो पहली बार जब मैं थाने गया था मुझे मालूम नहीं था कि थाने कितनी दूर है यहाँ से. लाइक 2 ही हफ्ते हुए थे मुझे मुंबई आए और कुणाल कामरा का सेट था.
अरे हाँ I know.
हाँ तो वहाँ पे थाने में काफी कॉमेडी गिग्स होते रहते हैं. हो सकता है वेन्यू सस्ते होंगे रेंट करने के लिए, बट वो तो कुणाल कामरा का प्ले था तो आई वांटेड टू
प्ले नहीं था,
सॉरी
कॉमेडी शो
था तो आई वांटेड टू अटेंड इट एंड आई वाज लाइक ठीक है चलते हैं. मैंने मस्त कैब बुक किया, 800 रुपए का कैब. क्या
That's cheap.
तो मैं होता होगा मुंबई में ऐसे ही चलता होगा, पास ही होगा. दिल्ली में मुझे आदत ही नहीं है इतना ट्रैवल करने की. इतना ट्रैवल करके अपन हरियाणा पहुंच जाते हैं दिल्ली में. भाई खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. 2 घंटे तक अपन गाड़ी में ही बैठे.
कहाँ से जा रहा था तू?
मरीन लाइन से.
Coming from Delhi to Bombay for Bieber was shorter than going to Thane.
Actually. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so
That's the play. Dhumrapan is the play.
Yeah, Dhumrapan is the play.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Zalak, what about you?
my recommendation is, so I think by this point everybody knows that I'm vegan, who was listening to Likes before.
What, you're vegan?
So I recently
That's great.
experimented by ordering this vegan mesur pak from this website called Vijay Sweets, and they just delivered it yesterday and I tasted it today and it's fucking amazing. Like you wouldn't realize that it's vegan. It's so good. My second recommendation is this Japanese movie called Shoplifters from 2018, where there's a group of people, one couple, one old lady, a couple of teenager youngsters, whatever. They all stay together, chori chupe, not legally technically, and they do part-time jobs, but their main source of income or like source of anything is shoplifting.
Okay, wow.
And
So
it's
they're
the story
posing
of
as a family.
they're posing as a family basically. And it's the story of, it's I think 1.5 hour, 2 hour movie. It's their journey of shoplifting, how they do it, what are their tricks and everything. And by the end of it, how they get caught and what happens to them basically.
Good round. Do you have anything left?
No,
Sorry.
I was just saying that I've spoken about Dehika a lot in this episode. So everybody who doesn't know Dehika, she's the audio engineer who edits this.
Who's not gonna edit Shashank?
She is! She's my best friend in this world.
I saw what you did there. You tried to give Dika credit. In the hopes that she
Can you
misses
not,
I saw what you did there.
And
Can you
then she
not?
suddenly said she's my best friend also.
Yeah.
एक ही एपिसोड में सुरोहिनी
सुरोहिनी
been listening to
is my
this in the
partner in
States.
crime. Surohini is my partner in crime. That's a separate thing.
अच्छा.
But
Yeah, I've division.
what we understood from this episode
Is that Shashank Redemption?
It's one of the greatest movies ever made. Yeah.
But Kaipo Che is better than Shashank Redemption.
Yes, that is.
And also has
3
a
heroes
character
who
called
want
Shashank.
Shashank could redeem himself
In that movie, yes.
in that movie.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of this episode. Next week we'll be talking about football, which will be new to...
So then I will not be around.
We might have Shashank on
Redeeming himself.
redeeming himself.
But you told me you had Lionel Messi
As a guest?
As
Yes,
a guest? Yeah.
for that
So all the Messi fans.
Dude, also, you know what's really impressive about Lionel Messi, right? He insisted. He was like, no, I don't want to do this online. I'll come to the studio in person.
Yeah. So that brings us to the end of this episode. And we've shared all the fun stories about our friends.
Yes.
You also...
That we could remember at least.
That we could remember.
I
and
think
the
I
ones
know.
that were like, जो बता सकते थे public में.
Correct.
I think मैंने वो भी बता दिया जो नहीं
we'll
बता
share some
सकता
more
था.
stories after the
Yeah.
cameras are off and all. Yeah. Basically.
Which you can't listen to.
Sorry, guys.
So
Those are the good ones.
you guys who are listening can also share your stories with us if you would want to.
Yes.
We'll read them.
If any
If
of
we
you,
want to.
any of you are friends with us, share your memories. If
Memories
Yes.
with us.
And share this episode on Instagram or
Yes.
whatever, okay?
Yeah,
We'll try and get our friends to react to
Yeah.
this episode.
I don't promise.
Wow,
that.
take
I'm not in touch
credit.
with many people.
Take all credit.
as Zalak.
Thank you.
As Zalak.
The video producer at
Yeah.
IVM.
Yeah.
Just
So guys, thank you for this. Oh, Abbas, you wanted to say something?
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say that Zalak came up with this idea saying, don't put this on the episode, but what if...
Okay guys, bye. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Shashank. See you.
Bye.
Bye.